Hey, hey Jose.
Hey, you.
Hey, you guys all there? Oh, cool.
We're here.
Let's uh let's wait a minute for Jill. Hold on.
Okay.
1 second, let me ping her.
You guys want to sit in my car? With but yeah, it's surround sound. Okay. While we wait for Jill, we can use my stereo. Dude, I laughed so loud when you say, "Oh, welcome to the Rickcast," and then Trump out here. So fucking funny. Sorry, I got the voice that Trump has is just. Yeah, right. You got really lucky.
All right, she should be joining.
Oh,
She'll
I
be
mean,
here any minute now.
whatever was recorded, pretty much.
It's kind of laggy. Hey, Jill.
Hello.
Hey.
There is no respect. There's robots here.
So
Oh man, you guys are all in a car.
yeah. Yeah, so good job, Rick. Good job on the presentation. I caught like maybe the last two slides, but I caught all of the Q&A. Yeah, very calm and collected. I I liked it. Um,
Glad you liked it.
yeah, actually,
Through the robot?
what's that?
How'd you catch it? Through the robot?
Through Jose Bot.
Okay, nice.
Could you send I'm interested to see the slides since I missed the first part of it. Yeah, if you can send me them.
Yeah, my slide, they're still a little janky, but yeah, I can send them.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, wait, so that's just like a robotics group, right? It's not like I mean, like were there any
I don't think there were any investors there. Like when I followed up with the people that were obviously smart or investors, there were other people working on their own projects, basically.
I see. All right. Cool. Like was there anybody that is worth connecting to?
Well, let's see. There was a dude that I mean, this is not a huge connection, but I mean, he's basically building robots. He's building like the Sunfounder kit-based robot. He wants to actually like do more, like do a company. But I mean, he might just like put one of our robots on our system or something, which would be kind of neat. But you know, there weren't any major leads because I don't think there were really like investors that much in the crowd or that kind of people. Although the host had a couple interesting points that he did bring up. There's a company called Cape where you can fly drones. And what was the other one? We already know about the other one, like Kizbat. But I didn't know about the Cape company and they raised like $10 million to let people fly drones over stuff, the ocean or something. So I don't know. That was interesting.
Remote control drones.
Cool.
Internet control drones.
All right. Yeah, well, yeah, great job. It was a long presentation. Like
Yeah,
like
I'm glad they had questions. filled up the whole hour. So that was cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to hold the floor for an hour. That's it sounds difficult.
You're doing well, man.
Maybe like 5 minutes or something, but yeah.
I have confidence in all of this. Every damn one of us.
Okay. Yeah. So Jill, so Elias is asking for like a sort of like a like a terms sheet, I guess you can call it something like maybe like a waiver kind of thing. So I was gonna send him the old version that we have, the Let's Robot terms of, what is it called, terms of agreement or whatever. Do you have the final one?
Terms, you mean like the website?
No.
Terms? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
those will add to the site when we're ready to.
Okay.
I mean, that's like a terms of use. That's
Terms
like
of
a terms
use.
of service thing.
Yeah, terms of service.
So unless you were asking about something like, is it just like a liability? Like, what does he want exactly?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like um yeah, I think it was just like liability. He just wanted to see like if there's any legal potential issues. I don't know. I can just tell him to wait for yeah. I can just tell him to wait
I
for
mean,
it.
because like the other person was asking about, they were asking about like, if the robot gets damaged, like did they have to pay for it or something like that? Like that's one thing versus like what's our terms of service and like what's the streamer responsible for and stuff. That stuff would be separate. So it'd probably be a good idea to figure out exactly what he wants. So
Yeah.
I get the feeling it's more like in case he breaks the robot, he probably doesn't want to have to pay for it, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll talk to him about that. Okay. So anyway, let's get into stand up. So what I've been doing, I've been helping Sherlock with his needs for his iOS app. Deployed the global chat thing, fixed a few issues with that, and then deployed the ability to have premium commands. So, I mean, Rick and Joel heard this, but so Jose and Kevin, so now you can like in that JSON file or in that JSON section when you customize the commands of your robot, if you put in premium equals true and then price equals however many robots, then like whenever they click on that, it'll deduct that amount of robots, or it'll ask them, or it'll tell them like to buy more robots if they don't have enough. Okay, and then the next things I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look into more of Sherlock's needs, and then start looking into the moderation tools via chat, and then start moving to the new Robocaster page. Yep, that's it.
Nice. Yeah, really nice.
All right, Jose.
Okay. I drove Kevin back here, and I sent emails to people that I had met here that I hadn't been able to see. A couple of them showed up today, and they told me about the startup week San Diego happening here, and then a mini maker fair also happening next week. Mini maker fair happening here, so gonna check that out with some robots. Insofar as work, that's that, and what I will be working for together with Kevin will be building that robot with the battery that we have and motors, so that he can have one, or I just have an extra and documented and edit out videos. Unless we can get or making a detailed how to build a telebot thing.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
You said you're gonna create some documentation about how to build a telebot.
If so, if we can afford, we need
I have a telly, brand new, that a parallax bot we could turn into a full fledged telly bot with the proper documentation on how to build it. So that's something I could do, or I could also just build a regular old body bot, which would have every material for available. Okay. So I have two choices.
Yeah, I mean, so we have, I mean, I have footage of a lot of the steps, but not all of the steps. And the footage that I have, it's not guaranteed to be like informational enough. So I don't know if you'd be able to fully assemble the telebot just based on my footage.
It would definitely be hard. Maybe I'll just build a big body bot first, and then we can edit that as we go along.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts? Like, it'd be nice if we could. Well, first of all, if we have the parts, and then if we could, if you guys could help with the assembling, that'd be great.
I think it's impossible. I remember most of it. That was at the end, or like where does it just go on the pin? The parallax board, but that's a question I can ask somebody else.
I can't hear you guys. I don't know if there's a way to speak up or turn up the volume.
So, I remember.
Is the audio okay?
Yeah, audio's I can hear.
Okay, so. Sorry, Rick.
Alright, go ahead.
I remember most of how to build a telebot. So I was gonna work on that, but the minor things, like maybe where a resistor goes, I can always ask Rick or Benny if I have a question. So I think we should be able to document most of it, including using your videos as well. Helps a lot. But having actual parts would be great for pictures and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
How much is the yellow router?
It's like $20. The whole part list is on the spreadsheet, and I can share that in Slack if you don't have it. But yeah, there's a whole parts list already, and links to where to buy it. And, I mean, if you want to put a robot together, like we could totally spring for buying the rest of the parts, and I mean it's still like $200 something worth of parts, and then we have to send you the 3D printed bits too.
It's up to you guys. Otherwise, I mean, I don't think it'd be an issue to document it. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a lot of value in. I mean, first of all, you guys would get practice. Second of all, we'd get the second iteration of documentation, and also fill in the gaps that we missed the first time. And also, you guys would be helping with the assembling, which takes that load off of us. So I guess the question is just, do we have the materials to send them, or are we willing to buy those materials? I think, Jill, we talked about this. I don't remember, maybe briefly, but I think we said that. What did we say? I think we said that we were considering buying the parts for another one, right?
Well, I wanted to buy another set. Like I didn't want to just buy one.
Hey, Benny.
Right.
Oh, hey.
Hey, welcome.
Like the money just wasn't there to like buy a few, but like I'm willing to put in for like a whole one, and then if you can put in for a whole one, and we sold one, so we should be able to put that money towards another one. So we should be able to just build 3 more. I feel like, and then I guess as far as like building them goes, like I was thinking that like because one of the more lengthy parts of the assembly is just doing the wire work, so and that can be done like independently of the robot, like hooking up the eyes and the power and the voltage regulators and all of that stuff, like just like soldering that together and making it nice. Like that little bit could just be put together too, if we just want to like source some stuff out and save some time. So I feel like that's just kind of the more lengthy part of the assembly. But yeah, if you guys want to build like a full one, that's also cool. There should be enough money to buy all the parts because we have at least one Telebot's worth of funds, unless they went somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So for the wiring part, I mean, like, like with the footage that I have, I think Jose and Kevin could try, and then if there's any gaps in the documentation or in their knowledge, perhaps they can ask you, Benny, or you, Jill, or I guess Rick too. I guess everybody except me. Don't ask me. I don't know. But like, how about that? Does that we like Kevin, Jose, you guys basically try to build the full telebot, and then yeah, just if there's something that you don't know, then you can ask any one of them.
Yeah, we have the tele development channel now too.
Okay.
I can work on making that guy. I could finish my finals tomorrow, so I'll have more free time after that to actually like flesh out the guide and make it
Nice.
have everything.
Great. Awesome. Is that your last final?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That must feel good. All right. Let's move on to Kevin. Yeah. Unless yours was included.
Yeah, my stand-up was that I started on the documentation. I got like a parts list, and I got like 4 steps into it, and that's where I stopped. That's all I've done.
The documentation for what?
For the telebot.
For the telebot. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Thanks, Kevin.
If Benny is done with his final soon, and he knows everything, it makes sense for him to be a lot quicker.
But it's kind of nice to have like multiple like if I say something that like doesn't make sense to you, to have you be able to like kind of like revise that into like terms that a layman, which is kind of what you are, would understand.
How rude. I'm just kidding. How dare you?
Is that like an offensive term?
I'm just kidding. No, it's not. All right. Ben, you want to go next?
Non-ordained member of a church.
Non-ordained member of a church.
So I worked a little bit trying to figure out what the hell was going on, like the encoder weirdness on the bots. So me and Jill like talked one time, and I couldn't really figure it out. So she had to harass Parallax, and then they seemed to have updated the library for it to actually make it better. And then we figured out how to, or at least Rick showed me how to remotely go into the bots, and you can actually like program them through a virtual computer or something crazy. So that was pretty cool. And I worked a little bit on like making an assembly that had all the parts on it, and I sent that to Kevin. And that's about what I did.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Benny. All right, Rick.
Yeah, we got the reverse SSH going, like Vinny said. I worked on some custom slides, and I've revived Blueberry Surprise back from the dead, replaced his shell, because I needed a good demo bot for today. So we have another bot online in the Rick house. And that's about it.
Cool. All right. All right, Jill.
Wait. Okay, I'm not muted. Or wait. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I'm not muted. Yeah, mostly just getting the robots back together. I got Parallax. They updated the libraries, so I just installed new code on all the robots, and they work a lot better. But one of them actually still needs to get rebuilt because it looks like it's a hardware problem that it's having. I'm also noticing that one of them is having like a power drop issue, so I'm gonna have to investigate that as well. But it's nice that they're behaving now like they're supposed to when they're on, so that's a plus. So I have two of them running, and they seem to be doing pretty well, and hopefully I should have 4 by tomorrow. And I think I might just be able to ship 1 or 2 of these out maybe tomorrow. They seem sturdy enough. And then the only other thing that I had was the planning stuff that I had started yesterday, but I didn't get too far on that yet today. There's been some like personal drama happening, so it's been very draining and distracting.
Yeah.
But that should be wrapped up.
Cool. So I think you mentioned Mr. Bean would be one of the first recipients. Who's the second?
Yeah. Probably K-Pipe, I imagine. The first 4 that I have on the list is take a look. Podcaster candidates. Yeah, okay, so and then we had Bonsai Baby, and then we had Kiente, and so you just said that Elias basically got back to you finally and sort of confirmed, but he asked a question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I had the second Skype with him about like a week ago, and then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think I mentioned this. So I've had 2 Skypes with him total, each one like an hour long. I mean, he seems interested, but like at times he can get non-responsive. So I would go with Terabyte instead. I mean, first.
Yeah. So I mean, number 5 it's going to go to the person who bought one, and then number 6 will go to Terabyte. And,
Yeah.
We don't have all the parts for a number 6 yet, so we should.
I'll let him know. I'll let him know, like, you know, it'll be a bit longer for his to arrive.
Okay. I mean, if he's still interested, he can do number 7.
Yeah.
Just find parts for a couple more.
I think he's still interested. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, let's not slow down, because I want to get a bunch of these done by the end of summer. So we should be churning them out. And when that Sandhill stuff goes through, and I sent the banking information to them today, by the way.
Sweet.
By the way. But yeah, if that stuff goes through, then we should be able to buy a lot more stuff. To make robots.
Including a whiteboard.
Yeah. What's wrong with whiteboard?
What's that?
Great.
Yeah, including a giant whiteboard.
That's my dream. right here, giant whiteboard. That's my dream.
More things.
Don't ruin my dream.
That's a pretty ambitious dream. All right, cool. Well, anything else anybody wants to talk about? All right. Well, if not, thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks for everybody's hard work. All right. You guys have a good night.
All right, everybody.
See ya. Bye.
Good night.